is Cameron.
This is Alicia. We got a devotional for y'all. It's about stress. That is the issue. Stress.
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 Stress seems to be a fact of life for most teens. Never-ending homework projects, extracurricular activities, various obligations, drama within our friendships, problems that arise at home, pressure to excel in sports or academics, and more. All that good stuff adds on to stress.
Stress can make life seem overwhelming at times, and it can even have harmful effects on our health. What does God say about handling stress in our lives?
As we are reading, try to think about what God is trying to tell us about stress.
Now get out of Bibles, children. Now turn to Exodus chapter 18, verse 18. You and these people who come to you will only wear yourselves out. The work is too heavy for you. You cannot handle it alone. This pretty much is just saying to ask for help and not carry your burdens alone.
The next verse is Deuteronomy 20, verse 1 through 4. When you go to war against your enemies and see the horses and an army greater than yours, do not be afraid of them, because the Lord your God, who brought you up out of Egypt, will be with you. You are about to go to battle. The priest shall come forward and address the army. He shall say, Hear, Israel, today you are going to battle against your enemies. Do not be faint-hearted or afraid. Do not panic or be terrified by them, for the Lord your God is the one who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies to give you victory. This is
Wait, that's a lot of words. What does that mean? Summarize that for me, Alicia.
This means, Cameron.
Does that have to do with stress?
Yes.
Tell me.
This means that you need to recognize that the Lord gives you victory and relief, and He fights your battles, even your emotional ones. And we need to not stress because we have God, and He's going to take care of us.
Yes, He will. All right, our next verse about stress comes from Psalms chapter 18, verse 6. This verse says, In my distress I called to the Lord. I cried to my God for help. From His temple He heard my voice. My cry came before Him into His ears. This is basically just saying to take any and all burdens to the Lord in prayer, talk to Him, and He will listen.
The next verse is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 through 17. This says, Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. Therefore do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. And this is saying to seek the Lord's will in using time wisely, and don't waste your time on being stressed out, but on the Lord and enjoying life.
All right, so you've heard the verses, but what should I do? What should you do? Being busy is not a bad thing. God wants us to be productive and get things done.
However, God does not want us to be overcome with stress to the point where we are miserable. Still thinking about the verses we just read, consider these thoughts.
1. Are you willing to share your burdens with a friend, parent, or youth leader? Opening up and praying with someone goes a long way in relieving stress.
2. God calls us to work and study hard, but He also calls us to give the pressure of success over to Him. Do your part and give the rest over to God. He can handle it.
3. What adjustments do you need to make in your life? Consider what schedule or relationship changes you need to make to free up unneeded stress.
Handling stress correctly is critical if we desire to be used by God. It is essential for us to turn our stress over to Him.
That's all, folks!